Hello and good evening, nerds. Welcome back to Talk Nerdy. This is time indeed. This is the day, mga kaibigan. Ito na ang pinaka-pinopromote at pinangako namin sa inyo for the past number of days. We have with us couple guests here. But of course, pakilala muna kami sa mga first-timers na manonood here sa Talk Nerdy. Yours truly here, Pika Lozano, joined by...
Your bababay,
Bi-
bibimbap, at kasama natin
Ooh.
si...
Of course, Direct
Tama yung
Onyx.
turo ko.
Ayan, tama.
Ooh.
Tama.
Meron tayong
And
special guest
I'll
bigla.
just- yeah, definitely. But of course, I also want to just naluluha ako ng konti to re-welcome back Bibimbap because it has
Patingin
been
nga ako,
hot minute.
naiyak ka talaga. Parang hindi naman. Plastic.
Anyways, it's it's the light. It shadows my eyes. But welcome back, Bibimbap, for gracing us with your presence here. And alam naman namin naging super duper busy ka, and also, speaking of, alam ko medyo nako-culture shock yung mga nanonood because medyo kulang kami. And you're gonna have to forgive us, mga kaibigan, because one, Red Queen Andy is doing commentary for her game. So medyo busy siya. She's just there somewhere. I know she's watching us. And two, now this might be a bit of a pain, pero Coach Abby is kind of she's taking a backseat right now. Medyo na-injure siya. So please get well soon, Coach Abby, and we hope to see you very, very soon. Okay, and malay nyo may sumunod pa. Sabi niya susunod daw eh. Diba? May susunod daw kasi.
Totoo.
Sana hindi drawing. Sana hindi drawing yung susunod, diba? Parang swimming lang. Na the more na pinaplano, the more na hindi natutuloy. But I do hope that it does happen. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I don't want to have to stall you anymore. So medyo, if as you can see beside me right here, are two beautiful, wonderful, very generous ladies. And I'll let them be the ones to introduce themselves to you. So please, ladies, kung nag-usap na kayo on who's going first.
Oh, me first. Hi. Hi, I'm Jula Agbayani, and I am a voice actor and dubber.
Hi, my name is Leia. I am also a voice actor and dubber by day and a Killjoy Valorant main by night.
I love it. Okay, so it's possible that Jula will keep everything else incognito for the time being, or I don't know, maybe along the way she'll fill us in with more things. All right. So
Should I have said more?
again, it's freestyle, but because maybe she has a plan, a sinister plan. Maybe along the way she'll reveal more. Okay, so the light or the darkness shall consume us later. Yeah, absolutely. So just to give you guys a quick idea of why these two ladies are here. Syempre, you guys know that we talk about everything nerdy here sa Talk Nerdy. So that goes with every aspect of art and being a nerd. So aminado naman kami dito na we love voice acting, we love acting, all sorts of art, and pati pag-awit, lalim,
Yeah.
pag-awit. All right, so
Tagalog.
pag-awit.
Wow.
Sorry,
Nawala lang ako, nagtatagalog ka na.
I had to
Then-
practice. All right,
Pero not Pika.
Yeah.
I had to practice. It comes with the job. All right. And syempre, it's not just all about us here, the nerds from Nerd Herd. We also want to get to know the different avenues of the craft. So, which is why we invited these two ladies here. May mga questions din kami dito na hindi naman sobrang spicy. So, ano lang, mild. I'm so sorry. Very mild lang. So, of course, the very first question is for anybody who wants to answer first. I'll take the kumbaga ano na ako, first blood. How long have you been in the voice acting industry? I just wanted to ask.
Okay, I'll go first.
Yeah, you go
I
ahead.
have been a voice actor for about 6 years. So I started like right before the pandemic. And yeah, I was a voice actor through the pandemic as well. So I'm a baby in the industry. But for Leia, that's a little different. Sorry, wrong direction. Leia.
Yeah, so I have actually been voice acting since I was about 7 or 8 years old. So that was since about 2012, roughly 2012, 2013.
Mhm.
So I've been in the industry for about 12 years.
What?
Wow.
Technically, Leia is a vet. Like I entered the industry, she was already a vet. Like she was trained by like the best in the industry, and so like I love Leia, but it's so interesting. Like Leia, you're my senior.
No, I'm younger than you.
Okay, I am baffled, honestly. 12 years, essentially. So, technically doubling of how
Yep.
long Jewel has been doing this. I did not know that. I honestly did not know that. Hmm.
Ta-da!
Yeah,
Surprise,
yeah.
surprise.
Secrets. Got some secrets.
Pero I'm curious, why, especially kay ano, no, kay Leia, 7 years old. So what sparked your interest? Bakit voice acting?
Okay, so yung origin story. Sige.
Not
Origin
sure.
story ko. Basically, I started in theater.
Wow.
When I was a kid, hanggang ngayon pa naman, bibong-bibo ako. I love talking, I love singing. Na-discover ko yung love ko for music and singing since I was like 3. And I kind of developed that skill. I used to get in trouble all the time in like grade school because kumakanta ako sa klase and it was distracting for my classmates. And so back in 2010, there were auditions held for The Sound of Music at Resorts World Manila. And yung principal namin, I think, or the owner of the school, I don't remember, was a friend of the director. And the director asked them for, to ask kids to audition. And ayun, nakarating sa advisor ko, who then told my parents that this was happening and that they thought it was a good idea for me to audition. And my parents, originally, ayoko pa nga eh. Sabi ko pa nga, ayoko. It's just another thing. I just want to be a kid and do my school and yeah. And then my mom was like, sige, try mo lang. Kung makuha mo, edi go. Kung hindi, edi okay lang. And then, so I did. I auditioned. I sang I Still Believe in Love by Hayden Panettiere. And I got the role of Gretel. I was 6 years old at the time. And that production went on for a long time. We had more than 100 shows. It was really, really cool, really successful. And that's when I knew that I really wanted to keep acting. Na-plant na yung seed of the musical theater
Hello guys
bug
sa mga viewers.
in me. And
Good evening.
someone from the cast had talked to my parents
Tambay kayo.
about
Maganda to.
getting me into VO because he knew of some studios that were looking for child voice actors. And so the first place I actually made a voice file with was Hit Productions. And the rest is history.
Wow.
Yeah, we love Hit. We love Hit. Hit is like
Man. 100 plus shows. Okay, so medyo nakagulat yan. And later, I'm gonna ask something relevant to that. But sige, I'll
Sure.
give the floor to Jula. But eto na, baka matutong mayak talaga ako. That was inspiring. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. What?
Yeah. And your
How
turn.
did you get into VO?
Oh, sorry. Oh my god. I forgot I didn't answer the question yet. I'm sorry. Okay, so I used to be an advertising producer for like a few years, almost 5 years, production manager and advertising producer. And I was like 29, I think. Oof, I just revealed my age. Anyway, I was like 29 when I was like I slipped.
Okay
I
lang.
slipped. Anyway,
Doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like
oh,
it.
but thank you. Oh, Jula, what the hell? Anyway, okay. So I was like 29 when I was like, I did the quarter life crisis thing, I think, and I was like, do I want to be a producer like when I'm 40? Like, can I see it? And I was like, nope. So so I did the thing that people would advise against, and I don't advise it for other people because it's kind of a dangerous thing. I quit my job without having like a plan. And I thought because I was in advertising, I had to work with like a lot of voice actors to make ads like all the time. So I knew that there was an industry for voice acting. I because of that, but before that job, I didn't quite know anything about voice acting. I never knew that somebody had to walk into a studio and say this year. It didn't make sense. You know what I mean? Like I'm like, right, someone does have to go into a studio and say this year. Like, so when I quit, I was like, I talk. Well, I talk. Like, my English is, good. My Tagalog, work on it. Like, so I asked a favor from like one of the voice actors I had worked with frequently, and I said, "How do I do this?" And that's it. Like, she told me, right, you contact these people, and then I did workshops for under Vocal Alliance too, like every week, until I don't know, like one day I just booked, and it's been my life for like 6 years. Yeah.
Okay.
And now you can compute my age.
Okay, it's fine. It's fine. We
It's
didn't do
okay.
the doxing, so yeah, we'll definitely be fine with that. Hey! I don't make the rules here. Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, but since we're relevant to this next question, I'll make it as concise because it's pretty relevant to what the question is. So I heard both sides personally, and just a bit more specification would be fine. Was there anyone who actually inspired you to start, like maybe a person you look up to pursue this, aside from the people who told you? Because I remember Leia said that someone told her to try. But was there anyone in particular who was inspirational to you, was like a role model to for you to go into voice acting?
Ooh.
And can you name them?
Funny
Mine-
enough.
Go
No,
ahead.
sorry. Me? You.
Go ahead.
Okay, sorry. Funny enough, not really for me. And I wanted to go first because your answer is probably gonna be way more interesting than mine. Not really for me because I didn't think that I could do it while I was doing my previous job. There was like one time that my friend Aaron from Point B Studios was like, "You want to try out for this one ad?" And I did it, and I booked it. And it was 2 years later that I actually decided to be a voice actor. But other than that, like, there was never really someone I was like, "Oh, I want to be like that person." All I knew as a child was that I wanted to be in the arts, but in Asian culture, it's not always supported, so I never actually like got to do it. Like, I wanted to dance, I wanted to draw, I wanted to paint, do all of those things, but like it was hard because it's not. Sadly, it's not so like supported yet. But now that I'm like this, I'm like, well, it's not bad, guys. But anyway, but yeah. So for me, no one specifically, sadly. Yeah, but I did always want to be an artist, though.
Okay. And for Leia. If she's listening.
Leia.
Leia.
Oh no.
Hello?
Did we lose her?
Maybe she...
Oh no.
Oh no.
I think we lost
Oh,
her
no.
for a second. Leia.
Guys.
Ayan, nawala siya.
Yeah, I think she's gonna be reconnecting. Yep,
Ayan.
she'll be
Yeah.
reconnecting. Hello.
Hey, girl.
Have you returned? Leia. Hello.
Leia.
We'll try to get back to Leia. We summon you. We summon you, Leia. Hello.
Oh no.
What's happening? It could probably be it should probably be the connection. But again, I'll go real
Probably.
quick. By the way, we'll check up on Leia for sure. Some of the people are already commenting here. So good evening to Mick La Chica. Hello. He says hola coach. Hello. Hola. And Doc Maisel Dizon. Good evening, Doc. Hello. And Hassan Han. Good evening. Voice industry is very challenging. There we go. Our very first relevant comment for the evening, or at least
First relevant comment.
there You know why? You know why? Because these two people, especially Doc Mysel and Vic Mick, are my followers. The ones who greeted me earlier.
That's why
Yeah.
you're biased. Grabe ka talaga.
Oh, wow. May fans ka. They're not here for us. They're here for you.
Yeah, I know. That's why. Greet them. Greet them. Come on, greet them too. Not just me.
Hello.
But kidding aside, hello Doc and hello Mick Mick. Welcome to Nerd Herd. And yeah, voice industry, I admit, very challenging.
Mhm.
We will talk about that in a little bit, and I can relate to it. Well, again, later. Sadly.
Yeah,
I will-
I have an idea. I have an idea. There
By
she
the way,
is.
you can fire questions back at us. Huh? You can fire questions
okay.
back at us too.
Back.
Yeah.
Hello.
Oh,
Yes, you are.
hi.
Oh my goodness.
Sorry, my internet just
Bugged
kind
out
of
for a
tweaked
sec.
a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, sorry. To go back to your question about who inspired.
Your inspiration.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do
If
have
you
an
had
answer
one.
for that.
Right. Okay. Yes, please.
So it actually, there were people that told me, "Oh, you should go try voice acting," but like the people actually told me to like go for it, and literally took me to my auditions and took me to
Mhm.
my voice filings. That would be my parents.
Ah.
Um, and
Told you
specifically,
guys.
my dad was the person was like gave that told me to go ahead and pursue this because he himself is also a voice actor, has been for many decades.
50 years, he
Um,
said. Yeah. Mhm.
Probably, yeah, 50 years, yeah.
Yep.
So he taught
Oh
me
my
all like my basic knowledge, my foundation all comes from my dad. So
Fun
definitely
fact,
him.
like when I started training, Tito Gray, which is Leia's dad,
Mhm.
was one of like the coaches for the workshops, and sometimes Leia would join the workshop, and she was like tiny back then. And so it's like interesting that here we are, Leia. Look at how far we've come.
Who would have thought, right? It's one of those.
Yeah.
Back
Sorry, I
during
cut you
those,
off there. Mhm.
back during those online VO workshops, I was still in high school, I think. Junior high, because that's when the pandemic kind of started.
Yeah, no, I think so. Yeah.
So I was probably like 16, probably 16, 17, something like that. So yeah, occasionally my dad was like, "Oh, you should join, like talk to the people and like just listen in, maybe you'll learn something." And I was like,
Pinilit ka ba?
okay.
I
Like,
love the
hindi
question.
naman,
I love
like,
the question.
hindi naman niya ako pinipilit. Hindi naman niya ako pinilit. They was just like, kung gusto mo lang, sabi ka. But like, he really liked it when I would join.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, and it was nice to see, like, voice acting can be such a bit of a isolating job, since you're really just mostly talking to yourself and or your clients or directors. But it's with workshops like what we were doing online, it helped a lot of people, I think, stay more connected. Just
yeah, at the
as
time.
people in the industry. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that's true.
Amazing. Direct, baka
Next
ikaw.
question. Ayan,
Ah,
sige.
kayo.
Alex, you have question?
Hindi, ako,
Yan na.
ito fun fact about me. Bata pa lang ako, mahilig akong manggaya ng mga boses sa mga commercials, ganyan. So, even before pa, gusto kong matry mag-voice acting or something ganun, or voiceovers. Siguro, gusto ko na lang itanong is, what tip can you give, lalo na sa mga viewers natin, or sa akin, on how to start voice acting?
go, Jula.
Oh no, is it me? Okay. My people need to take me seriously. Be respectable, Jula. Okay. No. So it's like what we always tell people who want to be voice actors is take acting lessons. that is like number one.
Ah,
Because voice acting is still acting, regardless of the
Yeah.
fact that if they can see you or not. Like, acting and embodying a character is about the body as a whole, embodying it. It's not just like here. So do acting classes, do script reading classes. Script reading, because like it's kind of like a light peek into what auditioning feels like, because you have to look at a script and be able to pick up like all the context of the script, who you are, like what's your environment in the script and stuff, like pretty fast. Not to say that you have to do it fast in a script reading session, but it helps like kind of speed up your brain eventually if you do it often enough. Yeah. And yeah, do as many workshops as you can, and get used to being watched by other people, because you are always going to be watched, even as a dubber or a voice actor. Someone's always peeking in to see like how you're doing and stuff. So yeah, because I don't know, like Leia, like I know like some people, they're like, oh, they get shy to turn on their cameras when they read. I'm like, no, you should really turn it on, because there's no choice when you get into the studio. You're gonna be watched. So, but yeah, that's it. Like, do all of those things, and when you're ready, contact the studios for what we call a voice filing session, and then they'll give you a schedule, and you should go. Yeah.
like a vocal VTR.
Yeah. So voice filings are like, you're gonna go there, and they're gonna ask you to read like 7 to 10 scripts in the span of an hour. So it's like a test of like your range and how fast you can pick up and all of that. Yeah.
Cool.
Sorry, was that too much?
Hindi, okay lang.
No, that's great. That's
Overwhelmed.
fantastic.
Overwhelmed si
Yeah.
Colex.
Sorry,
Okay,
I can
okay.
write it down and I'll send it to you.
Yes. Yes, please. Okay lang. Okay lang. Balik na lang akong casting.
No, I didn't. I overdid it.
Joke lang.
I feel bad now.
I don't know. What about Leia? Maybe she DC'd again. I'm not so sure. Hopefully it resumes. But yeah, while we're waiting for her again, ito na nga, comments again. We'll read the comments real quick. So yeah, I remember. So Hassan, he did follow up on his comment earlier. He did say, na at least from one of our channels here, he said, I used to work in an FM radio station, and a voice related job like that was stressful for me. So
Like a voice
I
acting
concur.
job?
No, that's the point. He just said he was just doing a job at an FM radio station, so probably a jockey. It could mean that. Yeah.
Oh,
And Doc
yeah.
Maisel Dizon also, she also said, hello everyone. I do have an idea about the industry. A childhood friend of mine ventured into it before. He's real good too. So they do have an idea of how it can be stressful. So, and you know what?
Yeah.
I'll share it then. When I was still in show business at the time, there were times wherein I had to do.
You were in show business? Wait, what is this lore?
Yan
That
po ang
is
aming-
for another day. I thought you knew, actually. I have known you for years, and
Wait, what?
That's
that can wait.
Not
It's
really.
not about me.
Kailangan sasabihin
It is
ng
not about
Antia.
me. I was
Why is he
I was in
hiding
I was hiding. Okay, you know what? I do hide it. But then everybody just discovers it for some reason, and it just spreads. So, but I'll get to that another day. This is, like I said before we started the stream, guys. I was talking to these two ladies, and I told them I know what it feels like to be in that industry, because I used to do the same. And yeah, I used to record, like I said, clips as well. At the time, we just call it clips, diba? So it's a voice clips, but we get a VTR for that. And then there's a chance you may have heard me in a theater already, but that's long ago. That was years and years. Hey, don't squint at me like that, Jula. But there's a huge chance that you may have already heard me before. So
I'm so
yun nga,
curious now. Why is this about us? Let's make it about Pika.
no, do not. Ayan na, mali na nga. Nung sinabi ko na they can fire back questions, mukhang sa akin
Yeah,
nag-backfire.
that's what you said. I'm just doing what you said.
Wait, y'all
can
can hear me, right?
Yeah.
Yes,
Am I-
clearly.
okay, cool. Cool.
Hi, girl.
Oh my goodness. Biglang bumilis yung ano ko, yung heartbeat. But yeah, Leia, your turn. Just to repeat the question, what advice can you give aspirants if I'm sure you guys have been asked before. So when if they want to start voice acting, what can you say to them?
Well, how I got into it, I think, was it was a very natural progression of events that kind of just happened. However, for people that are wanting to, get into it on purpose, and not just like fall into it, I would say, well, something that helped me tremendously was actually taking improv class. I know that Jula said something about just acting classes in general, but for me, improv was really big kind of thing that helped me break this internal barrier, I guess, that I had in regards to my own acting. And kind of helped me access the more natural, not like put on type of acting, more of just like just being kind of acting. And I mean, I always say to anyone who really asks me about like where to go to get started, to check out Vocal Alliance, because there's so much information, and the community itself has a lot of really helpful people. You can find, anything that you would need to get you started would probably be in the Vocal Alliance community.
Yep. For sure.
Wow.
Outstanding. Yeah, Bibimbap. Yeah. I'm sure you have a question. I can feel it.
Ako agad. Parang may recitation.
I see a dog.
Yeah.
Yes. It's
Dami
It's a
Oh,
friendly.
hello.
It's a friendly. Oh,
Hi, Coco. Ah, yeah. He's so derpy. I love it.
Bago pala
Anyway.
bago magtanong si Bim. Coach Pika, andito na yung isang hahabol. Ayan.
Ayun.
Yung
Okay.
susunod.
Yeah.
Yung
Oh,
susunod.
Si Tardy.
Oo.
May fine yan, di ba? Pag late.
Oo, may fine.
Ah.
Marami kang utang sa amin. So, pasok na natin si Arvic, Andwin HG.
Okay.
Wow.
Alright. Ay,
Ba't
yun na.
may utang?
Nakakamuflage.
Nakakamove.
Nakakamuflage.
Camouflage. Hello, guys.
Parang nag-usap tayo mag-block lahat.
Oo nga, no?
Oo.
No?
oh yes.
God,
Dasali. You're the only one who didn't get the memo, Jula.
why am I being
No,
singled
but you know what?
out?
Trust me, if I know anything about Jula, I've never seen her in a dull outfit.
That's fair.
It's always vibrant. It's true though. I've never seen you with a non-vibrant outfit ever
I mean,
since.
that's fair, but I have worn black before. I'm just saying. It's just-
And
just letting you
nag-defend na guys,
know.
nag-defend na. Nag-defend na tuloy. But yeah,
I wanna
going
go
back,
get a
Bibimbap.
shirt. Mm.
Na-conscious tuloy. Alright. Okay, so yeah, Bibimbap, yeah, mic is yours.
Wait, I'm lost. So earlier we talked about the tips, diba?
Mhm.
Since Arvic, si colleagues kasi would like to try VO from way back pa, pero ngayon mag-shoutcast na lang daw siya. Forever. Forever.
Okay.
Nilimitahan dahil na-overwhelm siya. But anyway, since we're talking a lot about voice acting, is there some other things na ginagawa niyo naman apart from voice acting?
Ooh. I'll go first.
Yeah.
I am a ring announcer for 2 promotions. One is Puso Wrestling and one is DexCon. Yeah, that's something that I thank you. That's something that we've been doing for like I started last year and I didn't know that was where I was gonna end up, but I did, and I've been doing it like every month now because we have shows every month. And
Can we ask for a sample for that? Yung
oh my god!
kung pwede
Yung
lang.
sa announce it.
Kung pwede lang.
Oh,
Announce. Kung pwede.
Right now? Oh my
Yeah.
Kunyari, we're about to punch Pika, so siya yung kalaban.
Kunwari lang. Kunwari lang, ha?
Oh,
Kunwari
ring
lang.
announcer, not commentator.
Yeah. Gusto ko lang siyang sapakin anyway. Pero,
Let me go pull up my. Oh,
Kakabalik pa lang.
I didn't know that this was going to happen to me today.
Yung musical agad na.
It's okay.
She's pulling up, guys.
Ito. I will pull up a name. I'm picking which wrestler I should announce. Oh my god.
sorry.
The Rock.
I
Ang
got
daming
ideas.
wrestler sa roster namin.
John
putik.
Cena. No.
John Cena.
John Cena.
Yeah,
I don't know. Let's. Ang haba. Okay.
Give her some room. Give her room, guys. She can do it.
Whichever. Go.
To get in the mood. Wow, joke lang. Hindi. Joke lang. It will go something like from Tondo, Manila, representing Hassel, the fire starter, and Puersong Pinoy Gauntlet winner, Joya! Sige.
Alright.
Woo!
Let's go.
Streamers, wala pa. Oh no! The dog.
Hello. All right.
So it's something like that. Obviously, it's a bit more like pumped, like at the event.
Thank
because
you very much.
the space is bigger, but I don't want to be peaking your audio too much.
Hey, go lang.
Wow.
Pinilit.
You want
I'm kidding,
more,
but-
Oh no! We want. Yeah, come to a wrestling show. It's fun.
Yes, which we will allow you later to do them plugs. We
Oh
will
yeah.
definitely-
Okay. Yay.
Mamaya yan. Okay.
Okay.
We're waiting for ano
Um,
lang. We're waiting for Leia again. Malay mo may. You remember we're
Ayun,
asking now
It's my
other
thing. There we
things
go.
na ginagawa. Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
Leia, sorry. So just to return the question, since nasampulan na tayo ni ni Jul, we just want to ask to you again. Other things that you
Um,
engage in aside from voice acting. Yeah.
Aside from voice acting, my actual current ganap is being a college student. I'm currently a second year college student at De La Salle College of St. Benilde. I'm taking up music production because I kind of wanted to know what it was like on the other side of the mic, I guess. Doing all the tech stuff and the arranging and the producing and all that jazz. So, which is why I am where I am. And
Mhm.
that's what I do most of the time right now. But I'm really, 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 really looking forward to being out of school and just throwing myself into work. Because I mean, alam mo yung tipong, I know I could do so much more. I could have so much more, like, jobs, work, and just put all my passion into, my voice acting and other things like that. If I didn't have school anymore, so I'm just waiting.
Okay. The heart of Leia for this. And again, we talked about this 12 years running. So you can take the, you know what, that actually doesn't apply. Sasabihin ko sana, you can take the voice acting out of the person, but you can't take the person out of voice
Out
acting.
of the
Doesn't
voice
apply pala. No, hindi pala pwede. It doesn't work. Alright.
Parang hirap.
So it's that's not gonna work. So ako naman, I'll go back to me and then I'll give Anduin's here a question for him later. So ito medyo spicy, a little bit. Medyo Malabicol Express lang naman. Di naman ghost
Yummy.
pepper type of spicy. Spicy. So granted the years that you ladies have already spent in the industry, diba? So if it's all right, what would you say are some of the least challenging to the most challenging or even impactful na projects that you had in the past?
Oh. Leia, you want to
Yeah.
go first? Oh no.
Okay, wait, I think she reconnected or
Okay.
nawala siya.
Hindi natin siya rinig.
Okay.
Yeah, we
I'll
cannot
go
hear
first
her.
then.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think. Sorry, your question was like, what's the hardest and what's the?
Challenge.
Oh, both. Yeah. From
Mm,
if you have one that's the least challenging and one that is the most challenging, or at least impactful altogether.
hmm. I
6 years
think
din yan.
I know. I'm like, that's a long time to think through. But I'm not even Leia. Like she has 12 years to go through. I don't know.
Mhm.
No, but I think honestly, the least challenging was probably K-pop Demon Hunters. Like seriously. Cause I am so similar to the character that I dubbed, Zoe. It wasn't even hard, man. Like it was just read the lines as you essentially. That's pretty much it. So like I loved that project. That was such a good, fun, easy project. And I think impactful because it got so big. Like I don't
Uh-huh.
think I don't think we knew that it was gonna get as big as it did. Like we had a feeling that it might, just because like from the trailers and stuff, like people were so excited about it, but we didn't know it would be this big. So I personally really enjoyed that project. Yeah.
Okay. I see the Zoe. I definitely do.
Yeah.
Okay. So yung kabaliktaran naman nun, would there be anything na super challenging on your end?
Super challenging. I don't know. I mean, sometimes dubbing is challenging talaga, especially if you're playing like
Mhm.
multiple characters. So I can't really pinpoint a specific project.
Okay,
Only that
understandable.
sometimes yeah, dubbing sometimes dubbing in general is hard. There are days that it's hard. So, but yeah.
Okay. So totality talaga, everything is challenging. Okay, understandable.
It can be. Like there
Can
are
be.
just
Mhm.
days. Like I'm sure like for you there are days like nah, the job is a little harder than usual. You know what I mean? It's not like bad or anything. It's just
Tama.
that it just so happens that the way everything came together because it's production, like it's a little harder to handle occasionally. But yeah.
Okay. So for Leia, hello, welcome back. Hopefully you can hear us. I hope she can hear us. Leia,
Leia?
has she returned?
Hi.
Oh no,
No audio?
she's trying. She's
Why are we all
trying.
just mimicking her?
Cheer for Leia. No, we're cheering for you.
Leia.
You will be back. I'm sure you will be back. Okay.
Wonder what
So
happened.
we'll hold that question for Leia.
Mhm.
For now, we'll hold that question for Leia. But I'm pretty sure that Anduins has a question. So please do.
Yeah.
We'll hold that for Leia.
So, hello guys. Good evening, first and foremost. I just want to ask, since you already mentioned a while ago that sometimes the character that you've been dubbing is like or somewhat matches your personality, you know. So,
Yeah.
were you given a role wherein yung character naman na idinadub mo is like the complete opposite of your uh
Personality.
like the personality, and then
Yeah.
what are the preparations that you do in order for you to at least internalize the character?
Okay. So I will say this because it is an interesting phenomenon that's happening to me like the past few months. I have been getting the bitch roles.
Oh, okay.
Like, oh, sorry,
Straight
did you
up.
see that on air? Oh my god. Sorry.
Okay, we got that.
It's okay. It's okay.
It's bleepable. It's
It's
bleepable.
like-
Don't worry.
It's
I have been
Dali
getting
lang.
roles, like the bad girl roles, like
kids
very.
definitely
Oh, sorry.
sleeping, so it's okay.
I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I just
We're fine, we're fine,
blurted
we're
it
fine.
out, my bad. Well, so yeah, but I've been getting the bad girl roles. Apparently, I do it pretty well. It makes me wonder: am I? Is there something in me that like, am I like mean or something? But I will say though, I will say though that for those kind of roles, I think you have to kind of realize you have a darkness in you that you have to accept. You know?
That's fair. Wait, hi, I'm back. My internet.
Yay!
Yay.
Hi, Leia.
So there are two questions now for Leia. So we already got the answer right from Jula a while
Hold on,
ago.
she's trying
So
to speak again.
okay,
Oh,
she
no, it's
disappeared
gone
again.
Yeah.
Yeah, she said, yeah. I'm dubbing you.
You're being dubbed. Okay, continue. Sorry. You were saying you were given that role, those roles. Okay.
Yeah, like it took a minute, I think, when I got like a role before that was like mean, for me to understand like feeling bad is different from sounding bad, like actually letting it like emanate from your body. And so I kind of had to like sit down with myself and realize, everyone's a little mean sometimes. Everyone has a darkness in them. You can admit it. And then it has been so much easier for me to be like, "Ugh, what is that?" You know what I mean? so
Did I just do that?
yeah, like the things that I've said as a mean person, like you would, oh my god, you would not believe. Even I don't believe what I said. Like, oh my god, people actually say this in real life. I don't. Anyway, it's really mean. But it's yeah, I think the challenge is just like being able to accept that every person has a bit of darkness in them, and just like being able to embrace it and letting it like unleash in the correct setting, which for me apparently is in front of a mic. So yeah.
I like the disclaimer. I like the disclaimer in front of a mic. I love that. I love that.
Oh, because you can't do that in public. Ah.
Very true. Very true.
Totoo naman.
You
Totoo naman.
shouldn't. But yeah, that's the challenge, I guess.
Leia, are you with us? Yeah, understood though. Leia, please.
Leah.
Galawin mo yung baso.
Hello? Baso.
Baso sa likod. May baso ba sa likod?
Uh,
Parang wala.
Wala. More on.
Patingin tuloy ako kung may baso sa
Hinanap ko dun eh.
Ay.
but Leia, please come back.
Pen and
paper.
I hope you
I
Alright,
hear
so,
a little,
well-
but I don't know where it's coming from.
it could be an
It's
echo.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Ayun, habang
But
inaantay
yeah,
natin si Leia,
yeah.
shoutout sa mga
Mhm.
viewers natin sa Facebook, and also naka-live din ako sa TikTok ko, BTS lang of our podcast. So, shoutout guys sa mga viewers natin.
Shout out sa BTS. Hi.
Hello.
I had a feeling that would happen.
Sobrang. Ano feeling nakita niyo yung likod ni Colix?
Totoo.
Ganun.
Totoo.
Diba? Tama, diba? Yung camera mo nasa
Ah,
likod.
ah, ah.
Oh yeah, he did set up his BTS. Oh my goodness, I just remember that now. Okay.
Yeah.
Ayan na nga yung comments sa page ko naman. Yung mga comments. Yes, and he does look like Jericho Rosales. Tayo.
Wow.
Yeah, anyways. No, wala akong pera. Anyways. But and then Martin Vicencio says, "Uy, kilala ko yung pumasok sa chat." I think this is you, Andrews. So,
Hi,
yeah.
Martin.
Hello, Martin. Big
there you
shoutout
go.
po, bro.
And may tanong dito. There's a question here. Any rituals that you girls do before audio recordings or production, like avoiding cold drinks? So it could be like, I don't know, physical rituals, or is it like, so sorry for the term, superstitious rituals. May ganun eh.
Mm.
So,
Mm,
Mm-mm.
there are. Not me. I don't really have any superstitious things, but I do try to avoid cold water. There are some people na it doesn't matter. Na they can drink cold water and walk into the recording booth and do the whole thing. Shout, scream, sing, normal lines, whatever. I can't. I feel the difference. It hurts. So I do try to just drink like lukewarm water, and I try to practice doing warm-ups. I am terrible at doing it. I should. My voice teacher will kill me. But I should. Yeah, because it only takes like a few minutes to do. Leia knows this. It only takes a few minutes to warm it up. Yeah, hey.
There we go. I'm back again.
All right.
Hopefully it sticks.
Okay,
Jesus.
siya muna.
Sana.
Sorry.
Wrong direction. Siya muna.
Wait, sorry. What were you saying? What do I know?
I don't
Okay,
know, what were the
so-
questions?
Yeah. Don't worry. Tatlo lang naman. It's just big
great.
question. But the one question before you got cut off was that what would you say would be your most challenging, or sorry, the least challenging, and or if there is the most challenging so far roles that you had to date? Yun muna. And then we'll move to the
Okay.
next couple questions after that.
Sure. Great. Okay. So, least challenging. Siguro the ones that are really most like me, personality-wise. Um, so I feel like most recently, Jula and I were part of K-pop Demon Hunters. Yay! Woo!
Mm.
Uh, and
Ooh.
I think Rumi was actually one of those characters that really came so easily to me because I felt like I was able to inject a little bit of myself in her acting and in her personality. And I mean, girls are like that when they're together, and like it's just the most accurate representation, I think, in current popular media. And yeah, so I would say that Rumi was one of those characters that really, really did come very easily to me. In terms of most challenging, most challenging, I have multiple answers for different reasons. I think one of the most challenging roles I probably did was as 11 in Stranger Things.
Oh, okay.
Just vocally, that's a really challenging role. There's a lot of screaming, a lot of crying, a lot. Yeah, it's a lot. Um, but in terms of getting a voice and an attitude right that isn't necessarily, really my own personality, I would have to say probably my role as Val Ortiz in Inside Out 2.
Okay.
Because she's a very chill lang, cool girl, but she's confident and she's nice. And usually kasi, like, I've played tropes where it's like, oh, she's confident and she's like, the cool girl, so she's mean. I feel like this was the first time that the role was like, she's confident and she's like an ate and she's just nice and she's just effortlessly cool. That was her whole vibe. And I'm not effortlessly cool. My cool takes effort. So so I think that was definitely part of one of the most challenging roles that I've done. But it was really rewarding for me in the end because I feel like that was one of the roles where when I heard it for the first time once it was released, I didn't recognize my own voice. And I think that was the first time that ever happened to me. So, yeah.
Okay, cool. Oh yeah, well, I have Anduin here repeat his question for you. The one that you missed earlier.
Okay. Since you mentioned you injecting a bit of your character to one of the characters that you've just dubbed recently, so nabigyan ka na ba ng role or were you given a role wherein it's like the complete opposite of your personality? And how did you actually cope or deal with it? And how did you internalize the script of the character itself?
Complete opposite. I feel my directors have a very good ear for casting me in roles that are very much like myself. Siguro na lang, I remember. Okay, this was pretty early on talaga in my career. I was part of a dub of a telenovela called Carousel. It was an English dub of this Portuguese series. And my role there was a super maldita, like low-key, actually maybe high-key racist little girl.
Oh my god.
Who was like, she was rich and she was privileged and that was her whole thing. And that was definitely a role that is complete opposite of who I am and what I stand for. But how would I don't know. I don't really know how 8-year-old me was like, yeah, let's do that. But no, sige, like how siguro really for me I knew that I was confident enough in myself, and I knew even then that that wasn't who I was, and what I stand for. So it was easy for me to kind of just put on this role, put on this other hat, you know what I mean? Um and it gave me a chance to, again, like I heard what Julius was saying earlier about, like, oh, there's always that other side to you that you never like that you don't really let people let people see. And I guess part of it was, oh, I got to be sassy for like no reason. um so yeah, I guess that was how I was able to process that role.
Okay.
Okay.
Nice.
Amazing. Also, another thing, yung dagdag natin was, again, before you got cut off, any rituals that you do before audio recordings or production, like yung mga bawal ba, like avoiding drinks, cold drinks rather. Meron din bang, again, superstitious rituals? May mga ganun din. So, is there any
Yeah.
that you're free to share?
Only ones I only really have rituals talaga especially if I'm sick, because that's when I feel like I need the extra the extra good juju. Um Siguro, well, okay, when I'm not sick, siguro just avoiding dairy, any sweet drinks, because
yeah.
malaway akong tao, and it's always a problem with the mic. So I try to avoid sweet drinks, tubig muna, ganon.
Oh yeah, I forgot
Um,
about that. You're right.
Yeah,
No coffee before
no
recording.
coffee. The coffee, yeah.
It's the
That's tough.
laway.
That is
Nilabag
tough.
ko yung rule na yun a couple of times, and I've regretted it.
I also regretted
Yeah.
it.
So, but when I'm sick, that's another story. If I'm sick,
Oh no.
Oh no, she disappeared
Wala
again.
siya.
Okay, sige, babalik yan.
Ano?
100%, babalik. I am
Oo.
confident. She will return.
She,
Okay, sige.
I don't think. Oh
Pero
no.
just
Tech comments.
follow-up question regarding dun sa drinks. How about spicy foods? Does it
Yeah, good question.
the same?
I don't think I've ever eaten anything spicy prior to a recording, actually. So I don't know about that. I have no idea.
Mhm.
Personally, I've never done it. Maybe Leia has. I don't know.
When she comes back, sige, malalaman natin. Sorry,
Oo.
direct, medyo mag-swerve off camera. Kailangan ko mag-charge eh.
Go lang.
Oh, okay.
Kaya, may selfie mode muna tayo. I'm so sorry. Pero,
Oh, I
mamaya-
mean, just to add to like what she said though, like, because like one of those like kind of big roles. Nah, I was intimidated by it, but I also wanted the role, so I had to work on it. That was the live action of Avatar: The Last Airbender,
Mhm.
because I'm the Tagalog voice of Azula, so like bringing out the grit was like, okay, how do we do it like that? I don't know. And sometimes I think that was when I kind of realized like I really had to purposefully sound mean as opposed to just like thinking it, you know. But so yeah, it's kind of different, like having feeling it and then exuding it are two very different things. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, I just remembered it from what Leia said. Leia.
Okay.
Andiyan ka na ba? Wala pa
I'm
rin.
pretty sure.
Ang lambing naman ng boses ni Direk.
Wala pa rin.
I know.
May guest kasi
Ang lam-
tayo.
The future
ngayon,
is-
Kailangan
Behave.
Bakit?
So
Na-pressure si colleagues.
Parang nakikinig ako ng mga yung mga napapakinggan ko nung nagko-commute ako. Nagko-commute sa
Alin?
mga radyo, yung mga
Ay,
teleserye sa radyo.
Parang gusto mo yung jet to holiday. Iba na yun.
Oo, ganun eh.
it's a jet to holiday.
Ayun.
Oh,
my
no.
God.
Darling home.
Yeah.
Try mo nga, colleagues, minsan mag-upload ka nga ng entry mo. I would like to hear you say
Pwede,
that. Seryoso.
pwede.
Oo.
Sige, sige,
Diba?
sample.
Sample.
Uy.
Sample.
Anong script
Oh,
natin?
ikaw
You
yung
made me
lahat.
do it.
Yari ka.
Okay, I did
Yari
give
ka.
them clearance to fire back, okay? I did give them clearance to fire back at us. So if they gave us a sample, we can give them a sample.
Sample.
Yari ka, Colix.
Yari ako.
Nothing beats. Anong lyrics nun?
A jet
Ano
to
na?
holiday.
Darling,
Get to holiday.
Nothing beats a jet to holiday.
And right now,
Now,
you can
say,
save
ano nga yun?
50
50 pounds.
Per person.
Oh, ayan na.
Kailangan yung deep voice mo na yan, Colix. Ano, medyo British ka.
Puro babae kasi nag-sample nun eh. So,
Yeah.
ano mo. Ikaw
Maybe
naman.
it's about time that you
Yeah.
step up for us, dude. Take one for the team. Let's go.
Take one for
Ito na
the
Take one for the team. The gaslighting is real.
You just threw him under the bus, man.
Sobra.
Ang hirap.
Ayan. Nag-internalize na siya, guys. Low-key.
Go.
Hindi.
Go.
Pwede ba yung
I
first
support
line lang?
this.
Kasi ano eh.
Sige, go.
ang
I got
hirap.
200 pounds.
Kinakabahan ako sa mga kasama natin dito.
Bakit?
naman
We're nice.
We don't
Naku.
fight, promise.
Normally.
Much.
Or
Much.
Try natin.
Kita mo na hindi lang tayo pang shoutcasting.
Pang
Okay.
voice over na rin.
Oh, pang voice over na.
Yeah.
Okay, try natin. Kinakabahan ako. Ano ba yun?
Go!
Okay,
We've never seen him like this, I swear.
Ano?
Nothing beats... wait. Nothing
Time
beats
yan.
a jet
Take two,
to
take two.
holiday. Nothing beats a jet
Yeah.
to holiday. And right now, you can save 50 pounds per person. Pwede ba yan?
Yeah.
200 pounds off for a family of 4.
Nanginginig ako, guys.
Ay, nako.
Bakit ganito?
You've been on camera and on the mic for so long.
Then, let's go, RV!
RV. Yung
Naki-
nag-suggest.
RV.
What? Ako?
Yeah. Woo.
You're late!
Ano yung
Let's go.
lyrics nun?
Punishment now.
Ano yung lyrics nun? Ano yung...
Darling, hold my
Lyrics.
Nothing.
I heard someone said lyrics a while ago. Ano yun?
Nothing
Hindi
beats a
sa
jet
umpisa.
to
Yeah.
holiday. Ano yun?
Nothing
Yeah.
beats a jet through holiday.
Search mo, lalabas
And
yung
right
search
now,
mo.
yeah.
You can save 50 pounds per person.
That's
That's
200
something.
pounds off for a family
me,
of 4.
me and my big mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did it to yourself. You must accept.
Yeah, sorry.
Less talk, less mistake na.
Ayun na nga. Ay, nako. Eto. I'm just pulling out the script, guys.
Yeah, he was
Hello,
ready.
guys, sa mga
He was so
No,
ready for
no,
this.
I'm not!
Magic FPS, salamat sa
Let's
pag-follow.
go.
No, I'm
You should
not.
do it
Kilala
with
niyo
that.
yung
You
mga
have to
guests
have the
natin.
accent, That's a
Ayan.
must.
I really can't do the accent, guys. Come
Later.
on.
Yeah, you
mag-live
can if you
tayo.
believe.
Sa mga
Yes, believe.
Yeah.
Crystal Fight.
Believe that you are British.
Australian.
Australian, sorry. Oh my god, I'm so sorry.
Oh, gusto mo
Australian.
Filipino accent mo gawin?
Ayan.
Ang kailangan ko lang
Kukuha na ka.
Filipino. Nothing beats a jet to holiday.
Holiday!
Holiday. Sige. Try lang. Nothing beats a jet to holiday. And right now, you can save up to 50 pounds per person. And that's 200 pounds off for a family of 4. We've got millions of free child place holidays available with 22 kilograms of baggage included. But now with Jet 2 holidays, package holidays you can trust Atoll
How
Protector.
about?
I'm not sure.
Mawawala
Am
yun!
I doing it right? Am I doing
That's
it
the
right?
longest script in the world, bro.
I only know after a family of 4.
Yeah, me too. I had to Google. You're right. It is from the UK. British. Never
Oh,
mind.
see?
Hey,
Like,
it's pound.
Akala ko na po siya.
Yeah. British pound. Never mind.
Yeah.
British film.
Parang
Ay,
ano,
nako.
parang hindi daw papahuli
Okay.
si Bim.
Hindi, I mean,
Oh.
parang hindi papahuli dapat yung ano natin yung pinaka-polis
Happy?
natin dito Oo.
Oo.
Hello, tinig ba ako?
Oo.
Rinig,
Hello?
rinig
Oh,
ka
wow.
namin.
Huwag mo sirain yung PC ko! Huwag mo sirain yung PC!
Makakas na.
Madaya.
Parang si Pika daw.
Dapat si
Pika
P.
daw.
Ay.
Oh,
Yan.
Pika.
Pika daw.
Feeling ko if
Parang
someone
si
has a
Noah.
shot on this, si Pika yun.
Well, paano ba? Sige, I'll go right off of Twitch. Kasi may kiniklaim doon na Jason Statham voice. Kasi pag sarili kong boses nahihiya ako.
Go.
naging
Really?
naging shy type. So, ano
Go
yan? What was the
now.
line? Nothing beats a Jet 2 holiday.
Ito yung classmate mo na kanina pa nagpapa-recitation yung teacher tapos ngayon lang magtatanong anong tanong.
And ano, I'm just recapping. Nothing beats a Jet 2 holiday.
Nasa GC.
Tapos,
Now,
You
you
can
can
say,
say
oh, wala sa
Nasa
GC!
Nasa GC. Para sa'yo, Pika.
Ayan na. Kasi hindi na si Direk.
ang lupit! Ang lupit! Ang lupit! Nasa GC bigla! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Okay, sige. Wait lang, ito. Para hindi lugi. Nothing beats a Jet 2 holiday. Right now, you can save £50 per person. That's £200 off for a family of 4. All right, whatever. Let's go.
Yay!
Pwede.
Such talent.
Jason Statham is gonna disown me. Not like I know him, pero
Anyway, speaking of holiday, ang dami na natin na pag-usapan. Pero ano ba yung mga future projects or dream projects nyo na gusto nyong maland in the near, ano mo, 2 months from
Mhm.
now, next month?
Oh, 2 months from now. Bilis naman
Malay
ang
nyo lang,
Bilis naman ang
di ba?
long-term
Yung
project.
minamanifest nyo, like
Na
may inaay
projects.
ba kayong isang deal?
Oh my god. Sorry, my cat. Oh my god.
oh, hello.
I don't know about like
Wow, that's a big cat.
specific projects. Hello, cat.
Okay.
Oh.
Goals
I'm
na
not
lang,
sure about
goals.
specific, yeah, specific projects. Pero, I
Ow.
think right now I think I have 3 things that I want to get involved in. 3 things. One would be I want to be the voice of an original character. I really want to be the original voice of a character for like say, I don't know, even a short film or some animation, you know. Second, I want to get into voice acting for video games.
Oh.
That's kind of been on my bucket list for a little bit. I've tried my hand on like the castings that I find on Twitter, but it's a really competitive market internationally. And third would be I want to try getting into live VO maybe.
Oh.
Medyo ako yung tipong tao na I feel like my brain goes faster than my mouth, so sometimes nabubulol ako very frequently. Weirdly enough, even as I'm a voice actor, nabubulol ako a lot.
It happens more
Pero-
often than people think.
Yeah.
Mm.
Pero that's part of why live VO scares me is that di ka pwedeng you can't trip up like that. You have one shot, that's it. But yeah, so that would be the 3 things that are on my career bucket list right now. Yeah.
How about
Nice.
you?
Jula.
So pardon my cat. I really okay. So one of the things that I really want to get better at is like being a better ring announcer for my 2 wrestling promotions. Just because like I'm so new to the whole thing. I'm new to even though I've been around wrestling for a long time. It's very new to me to be on any kind of stage. I still have stage fright. So when they asked me to go on stage to do like opening spiels for the event, I'm like, why? Like, really? Are you sure? Ako? I was like, I just read scripts, man. But those guys, like the Puso guys and the Dexcon guys, I gotta really give it to them because they believe in me so much, even though I'm like, what? Why? Just give me a script, ganyan. But they really wanted me to do it, and so far it's been pretty good. But I wanna get better because of the team. I love the team. They're like the best, in my opinion. So yeah, I'm still kind of learning how to be a better ring announcer and like an opening spiel giver, whatever. The other stuff, same with Leia. I would love to be the original voice of like a character. I don't care. It could be an animation, it could be like a movie. I don't know, anything. I just want to build a character from the ground up from my perception. Nothing wrong, by the way, with like, because in dubbing you basically just emulate what's already there, right?
Mhm.
A little bit of you in it, but mostly it's already laid out. That's fine and everything, but it's a different kind of challenge, I feel, to look at the image of a character and have the whole concept, the whole conceptualization of the character just come from you. I want to do that. Really want to do that.
For sure.
Yeah. And the third, I guess, like I still want to get into more video games as well. I'm already in like a like 3, I think, which is like, yay, thank you for believing in me. Woo-hoo. Because I did, for a hot second there, I was like, man, maybe I suck. No, because like it's the life of a freelancer though.
Yeah.
I'm sure you all know, like if you send in your, I don't know what it is for you guys. For us, it's like a reel or like on
Yeah.
Audition. I don't know what it is for you guys, but I'm sure you send something in. It's hard when you send like your best stuff and it doesn't come back, right? And sometimes it's not even your fault. It's just somebody was a better fit, or like it wasn't what they're looking for or whatever, but you never hear a response and you go like maybe months of not being chosen, and it really kind of screws with your mind. But
True.
that is the name of the game in video games. The competition is so competitive, the space, because I think marami kasing auditions for video games on Twitter, right? There's so many, but there's also so many really talented voice actors out there, So, yeah, I really want to get better at all of those things and do more of that.
All right. Amazing. So yeah, since na-bring up naman na, we're down to our final question, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, for the evening. Na-bring up nyo na yung video games, right? So, how nerdy are we talking about, right? Let's start with that question. How nerdy are we talking about? What is the nerdiest thing about you that you can say, especially relevant to video games? Okay, yan na. Medyo nag-isip-isip na tayo dito. Okay, I think Leia will have to reconnect again. So, taya ka ulit, Jula. Looks like yeah.
What do I play? I play Minecraft.
Okay. Keep going. Yeah.
Civ 6. I want to do Civ 7. Hang on, but it's still expensive. Can't afford it. It's still expensive. I play Overwatch once in a while, but yeah, I want to get into Valorant, but it's so hard. Like, you guys, your reflexes are insane. Like, I can't compete. I'm like, I'm dead. I just walked out.
Let's go. Overwatch, let's go. Who's your hero?
I'm a healer.
Eva?
I like to heal.
Mercy?
Mercy.
Mercy.
I forget the name. Moira.
Moira. Yeah, Moira. You don't need aim for Moira.
Yeah, I love Moira.
I'm looking at my Funkos right here because they're all over.
Okay. I was thinking,
and
I wonder
behind.
if she's imagining like all of the characters.
No.
How
How about
May reference
May?
pala.
How about May? No. Kasi
I'm not
DPS
sure.
siya.
Parang hindi. Ay, no, I have pala. You shouldn't. Sorry. I haven't played in a while, but I swear I do play. I will remember how to play it when I'm there. Anyway, I play Hades. I play Hades. Of course, there's Stardew Valley, which is a classic. I've never finished it. I don't think anyone has actually ever finished it. Though maraming nag-update pa rin siya, which is interesting. All of the Love and Deep Space. Let's go. The boys just laugh, but Love and Deep Space is cool. Okay. I don't know what I play Pokemon Sleep. I play
Nako, Pokemon. Madaming addict dito sa Pokemon, guys.
Oh no.
Oo.
Yeah, so
So-
I went into a oh yeah, that's one of a nerdy thing, I suppose. Like I got into collecting.
Oh, okay, there.
Looks down.
The bow of shame.
I got into collecting Pokemon and One Piece trading cards, and I
Nako.
semi-regret it because it's so expensive.
Semi-regret it.
Oh no, girl,
Semi.
you don't know. I had to do a hard stop. My
Damn.
wallet cried Like legit.
DCG
Like-
is a very expensive hobby.
It's so
Period.
like I had to have a conversation with my boyfriend and he was like, "Oh my god, how much did you spend?" I will not say, but I'm just saying it was not basta, it's not good. So it's not good. But yeah, I still collect, but like not as heavily as I did in February, which was the month. That was the month.
The
It
month,
started.
okay.
I guess that's the nerdiest. Guess those are the nerdiest things about me. I don't know if it's like crazy nerdy. Hopefully, I don't know. Yeah.
So
Okay.
I assume the question was, what's the nerdiest thing about you, or
Mhm.
something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. What is the nerdiest thing about me? I think there's a lot of nerdy things about me, actually. I think the nerdiest thing about me is my musical theater obsession. Like,
Oh,
I for sure, 100%. I can probably do the entire Hamilton soundtrack from start to finish, in a one woman show.
I believe you.
And probably besides my theater obsession, like I mentioned earlier, I do play Valorant. Not as much as I used to. I think the pandemic era was really my time for Valorant. Valorant was actually one of the first video games that I ever played, or picked up. I wasn't really a video games girl until the pandemic, and my boyfriend was like, "Hey, there's this new game called Valorant, and we should play it." And it became a bonding activity talaga for not just me and my boyfriend, pero me and my high school friends. Spending that time, nights of playing Valorant till like 4 a.m. was really a bonding moment for me and my group of friends. And we still play now occasionally, pero life is busy.
Yeah.
Ah, yes. Life.
Life, yes. And probably on the collectible side of things, it's not as nerdy as Pokemon cards or stuff like that, but I collect a lot of Smiskies.
What?
Smiskey.
That!
Ang cute naman ulit.
Okay.
I have
Yeah.
one on my
Wow.
phone.
Oh.
I have one that's a keychain for my condo keys. Let me see if I can show this without revealing too much of the kalat in my kitchen. Pero
Oh, I see
Yeah.
it. I see
Oh,
it.
those on
Oh my
top of
god,
the
there's so
fridge.
many.
Actually,
Oh my goodness.
that collection up there is kind of a combination. I kind of got my roommates into it too. So,
Damay.
so those are all of our children.
Oh, I
Yes.
see. I see.
So yeah, that would be on the collectible side of things. And yeah, those
Okay.
would probably be the nerdiest things about me.
Man, I am lost for words. Okay, so we may get them back here. Mission Control. We might bring them
Yeah.
back here. Maybe just share some of them nerdy stuff. But it has been an amazing experience here, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much, both to Jula and to Leia here for dazzling us with a wonderful Wednesday evening here. So, real quick, before we wrap things up, the floor is yours, ladies. You want to plug anything, your socials, so they know where to find you and what to watch out for.
Ooh. Yes. So I am I think I'm on most socials. Am I? I'm on Facebook. I'm on TikTok. I'm on Instagram. I'm on Twitter. It's JulaVO. ITSJOOLAVO because my real name is spelled very strangely. So we'll settle with that one. And we have a wrestling event. August 22 and 24. Both wrestling events. August 22 is going to be in Social House and Circuit. It's going to be mat wrestling. It's called Bakagaijin and Friends, and people from Japan are flying in to do mat wrestling there. Come, it's going to be so much fun. It's by Dexcon Productions. And August 24, also lots of people flying in. It's a big show in Brawl Pit. Yeah, please, the wrestling scene is so it's I feel like it's about to burst open, like it's gonna go crazy. So I hope you guys come. But yeah, thank you so much.
All right.
Yes, I am mostly on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok occasionally. My is the official Leia, and for Instagram, I'll just like put it on here. Hold on. Yeah, so this is it's not really that clear. There we go. The official Leia. That's my Instagram, and it's just Leia on Facebook.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you very
Thank you so much.
much.
What an amazing experience, for everybody here. I know I can speak for everybody, but that is it for our Wednesday here at Talk Nerdy with the Nerd Herd. My name is Pika, and
Bibimbap, kasama natin si Arvik. Sorry, Arvik.
Baliktad.
And our director. The
Direct
one.
Alex.
and
And
only.
thank you guys sa mga viewers natin.
thank you so much. We appreciate
Thank
each
you,
and every one of you.
everyone.
And good night. Bye. Mwah.
Night night.
Thank you guys. Bye bye.